Hi, my name is Michelle and I'm from the Tempe Center for the Arts. During this holiday weekend, we wanted to give you a little holiday activity to do with the family while you're self-sheltering at home and not able to do some of the usual activities like going to parks and Easter egg hunts and things like that. So we've come up with a little activity called Hero Eggs. This is loosely based on a curriculum unit that we have on our website. So you're going to see a little link below and that's going to lead you to our curriculum unit on our gallery webpage. And on that webpage we have a whole bunch of different arts education lesson plans, one of them being a favorite one of mine called American Pop. And American Pop was dedicated to comic book heroes, to real life heroes. And in that lesson plan, you can learn about firefighters and nurses and all of those people in our community that make a difference. During these special times, we also wanted to give a shout out in our activity to folks in our own community that are making a difference. So we've got little activity eggs. This one's a firefighter, this one's a nurse, this one's a doctor. And then I have a personal favorite, a little baby Yoda. And I think one of the reasons I wanted to bring Baby Yoda into the picture for this Heroes Workshop was Baby Yoda is a healer. And we could all use a little healing and some good vibes right now. And Baby Yoda makes everybody feel better. I love you, Baby Yoda. All right, so now we are going to start our DIY tutorial on how to make hero eggs. Hey again, so this is part one, and one of the things that I found helpful with making our little hero eggs was to have a little stand. So I actually used part of the egg carton to make a little stand for him, and luckily for Baby Yoda, that little stand can turn into a portion of his little baby carriage pod thing, and you can decorate it and make it look like that. So it is helpful. You're gonna need a good pair of scissors. You're gonna need an egg carton. So you would think it would be pretty easy to cut apart an egg carton, but it's actually kind of tough and it makes a huge mess. So I put down a piece of paper that I can easily gather the remnants of my cutting on it. Also, I needed a really good sharp pair of scissors. So here's part of a carton, and they're cardboard. And the nice thing about this too is it's going to be recyclable. So I'm just getting rid of this part. And then I'm going to get rid of this additional part. Don't need it. I've gotten rid of some of the extra parts. I have just a portion of it. And what you can start doing is from different angles is just start cutting it. Okay, now I'm down to just a little bit. And I cut a little bit. Now I got a cute little stand. So I'm gonna get rid of my trash, and then we're gonna get to step number 2. Okay, for step 2, we need to prep all of our supplies. And so some of the supplies that we need for the Baby Yoda is we need a green egg, which I've already glued mine into its little holder. We need some paper. I chose a little turquoise greenish paper, some pink paper, some brown for his coat. Some people might want to use a stapler. I like glue sticks. I use tape on occasion. I've got a little bit of school glue going here. I like to apply glue with a little toothpick. It makes it really easy. And then you need a marker. And so I did a Sharpie. All right, so there's a few things that I like to prep before we get started on some other things. And one is the things to make Baby Yoda's coat and to make his ears. So you'll see on my little Baby Yoda, his ears are sort of rabbit shaped. They've got a little stand on the back to glue it to the egg. And this little piece around here could be a grocery bag. It could be any number of things. And that's where I come in with this. So this little piece of paper is a lot of fun to make, actually. You can get a brown piece of paper or a piece of a brown garbage bag, and you just crumple it up. and you crumble it up over and over and over again. It ends up making this like really soft kind of paper that feels like fabric, and it's perfect for Baby Yoda's coat. All right, so I cut a little piece of rectangular paper that's all the torn up stuff to make him look like he's got a nice warm jacket, and we wrap it around the egg, and there you go. You got your Baby Yoda jacket. The other part that you have to cut is the ears. Now, you could just cut a triangle. For mine, I'm gonna do a little bit more advanced. I'm gonna give him a little stand at the end, and I'm gonna make those ears more rabbit-like. And if you can kind of see, I've got that. And then you bend this part like that, and you glue it to the side of Baby Yoda. All right, the next part that you do is drawing on his face. And I just create black eyes to make those big puppy dog eyes that Baby Yoda is so known for. The other thing that you can draw on is this little computer board with the buttons. The next part that we're gonna do is glue on Baby Yoda's ears. You have a flap, and by folding this little flap, you see, you've got this, and you're gonna put glue right there, and then we're gonna put the glue right on there. So I am going to use my handy dandy toothpick over here, stir up my glue, put a little glue on my toothpick. Sometimes you might need to hold it there for a few seconds and just leave it alone after you get both of them on. Leave it alone for like 5-10 minutes to get that glue setting. Okay, the next part we're going to do is gluing on Baby Yoda's warm little fuzzy jacket. So I've got part of it glued on there already, just under his ears. And then I'm gonna glue this little flap on, and then we're gonna glue that on, and then I'm just gonna hold that in place for a few seconds till I know that it's kind of setting. Then I'm gonna set it down, and again, like before with the ears, I'm gonna set it down and let it dry. But right now, I'm pretty darn happy with how Baby Yoda's looking. Okay, so we finally finished Baby Yoda. I'm pretty pleased with it. He's pretty darn cute. And then I just wanted to bring some of his friends back in the picture. So we've got our fireman, our nurse, and our doctor. You could do any number of people in your world, your mom, your dad, if you have a favorite superhero, anybody that you want to do, make a little egg superhero. Thank you so much for joining us for American Pop Heroes, our egg edition. We hope that everybody out there stays safe. We encourage you to get crafty out there.